fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. It's brought in by Harris. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there for the Patriots.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Parker. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run with Harris. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Oh, a good move at the 5. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. On the give, this is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. There he goes left side.
Greatest show on earth, baby.
All the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. 72 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Oh, some strong running. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. They go with Chubb on second down. A strong running. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Damian Harris and the Patriot offense ready to take over again. He's been good. They've utilized him well. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now it's Hines. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Back to throw. Watson. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because
plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want to...
After review of the play, rules on the field is reversed.
Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch. Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
On first down, it's Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Now Jones. Parker's got it for a New England touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 2. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Jakeem Grant now to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it, but I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 47 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing, Jones. Over the middle, he's got Myers. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free. But boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot. They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here comes Grant on the return.
They should have put a stamp on
So we are halfway. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way. and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Second down and 3. Chubb will get the call running left. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 162 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll run on first down. Hines, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. On second down, right back to Hines. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Watson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Here's Jones. Throwing on first down. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. It was Troy Hill that time in on the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On first down, Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. In second and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. Open man is Myers. And they'll get this down to the 10.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Jones on 1st and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now, a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play that time for Cleveland. A give. This is Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson flush to his right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Boy, 175 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Wiggles free, and that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Now Jones on 3rd down. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for New England. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mason. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ben Mason. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 201 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. A run for Nick Chubb. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
Third and goal, they're going with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. The Cleveland Browns are AFC.
I shall come forth as a pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me. Did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's your rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The mind to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a, but then take a sin. I didn't